Hey guys, welcome to Into the Fatherverse, episode 7. This is your host Trey Stevens, joined by Fred and Clay. Uh,
Yay.
Yay! Last week, we didn't do an episode. Unfortunately, I think we had some technical difficulties. Plus, dad duties just got in the way, and I wasn't here the week before because sick kid. That's always a blast. So this might be a little lackluster of an episode because we've all been busy this past week. Tim obviously is unfortunately unable to join us due to house stuff. Being a homeowner sometimes sucks. Hey, it is what it is. Before we get into it, if you could like and subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Into the Fatherverse, follow us on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Yeah, I don't know. I'm never on Twitter, so I think Twitter. And email us at intothefatherverse@gmail.com. All right. So I think we're just going to talk about mainly what we've been doing the past 2 weeks, which it sounds like Fred's been doing a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, I got completely swamped with work between the Solar Winds hack and then the new Microsoft Exchange one. Just been completely swamped. Though I will say this is really random, but the current client I have, most people when they hire us, they're very like, "Oh, hey, we've been potentially hacked." And it's crazy. Like we work like 20 plus hour days because they want all these results immediately. This client, they're like, yeah, we know this hack happened a year ago, but we're not too worried. Can we push the start date back later? That's just too early for me. And we're just like, wait, what? You guys are paying us a decent chunk of money, and you potentially got screwed for the last year, and you're just like, meh. And that's like the director of cyber there, and it's just like the director of operations for this client is like the complete opposite though, and he's been like emailing me on the side. I guess like trying to like go through back channels because he's just like, hey, can you guys go ahead and start working?
Hey, can you ignore Bill? We need this done.
Yeah, like that's literally what's happening. Creepy thing is his name is Bill, so that was a little weird.
Oh, see, I'm just that good.
That was a little weird.
I mean, that's like the most common name, I think. Yeah. I don't know. It just popped in my name, in my head. Well,
yeah.
I mean, that sounds interesting. I know nothing about it except for they may want to figure out if they're getting screwed over.
I don't know. I'm buckled in and just strapped on for the ride.
It sounds like that's about all you can do.
Basically, I haven't really done too much. I've been playing a little bit of Portia, which, okay, I know we had the argument of if it's Portia or Portia. I am 100% convinced that they didn't tell the voice actors what it was, because I went through and I've spoken to every single person, and half of them call it Portia in game. Half of the characters call it Portia. The other half of the characters call it Portia. So I'm 100% convinced that they didn't tell the voice actors.
They probably didn't.
Because like half of them say one, half of them say the other. So I literally have no idea. I know that was like a big, like a little argument that we had the last time we were on, but I have no idea.
I've played, I think it said maybe a little over an hour of that game. I don't know if you guys ever played Xbox 360 or how much you played of it. Clay, did you play a bunch of Xbox 360?
Nope. Just only PlayStation.
Well, I played a decent amount.
Okay, did you play any of the Xbox games where you played as your avatar?
Yes.
Because that is exactly what this game reminds me of.
I mean, yeah, you're not too far off.
Which there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I think one of the games was called Kingdom of Keflings or some crap like that, and I played the hell out of that game. So I mean, I'm enjoying this. I just have other games that I'm trying to focus on with my very limited time the past couple of weeks.
It kind of looks like Breath of the Wild. Obviously not as good, but it's that kind of art style.
Almost. Yeah, I like it though. I mean, it's I don't know. It's one of those games that it doesn't take much effort. And I mean, it's a farming simulator. We've all played those. They're mind numbing. They're very easy. They're fun. The combat system is very forgiving. So it's
Oh, I didn't even
Yeah.
know there was combat. I haven't
Yeah,
even got that far.
there's like it's a Dark Souls style combat system where you know, you need to like roll to avoid being hit, but it's super forgiving, so it's not like Dark Souls in that regard. Because if you like if you're doing a boss fight and you die, you just respawn right outside the boss arena and can run right back in, and the boss is at whatever health is left from when you were fighting it. Because
That's
I've made the
not bad.
mistake of accidentally going into a boss fight, not realizing it was a boss fight, and only having or not having any health items or anything. So it's just like, well, this is gonna suck.
That
Hello.
sounds even more forgiving than Stardew Valley. Because in
it's
Stardew Valley, if you die, you're fucked.
I mean, like if you're doing one of the dungeons, you can die 3 times in the dungeons and then you're done. But there's if you're doing like the campaign, like one of the quests or whatever, and there's a boss fight in it. So far, you can do it like an infinite amount of times. Because I got bored and I tested it. I was like, well, what just happens if I just stand here and then it just died? And I was like, oh, all right, I can just literally run right back in. So, I don't know. It because it's so forgiving. Lorian's been really enjoying it because she hates combat, but
I mean, it
she
doesn't
likes it.
seem like you have to do any. I mean, so far, again, I'm only an hour in, but I haven't done any. I went into the.
There's a couple combat like things you have to do.
Oh, is there? Okay. I only went into the first ruin without any monsters right there in the town and just ran around with some goggles.
The ruins don't have any. That's just where you go to mine resources. The like the haunted cave, whenever you get there, it's got some stuff in it. And then when you get the like the wastelands, like the abandoned wastelands or whatever, hazardous wastelands, that's what it is. There's monsters all throughout out there. There's the sewage system, which is like their version of dungeons, which is a really easy way to get resources that you otherwise can't find. And that one's literally just a dungeon. You know, it's got like 5 floors. You got to kill your way through each floor. The last floor's got a boss.
Oh.
So, yeah, it's not bad. I actually really like it because I mean, it's a very mind-numbing game. The combat's satisfying, but not like over the top, and it's not difficult. So definitely a game that you can just chill and play, and it's very like child friendly, so you can play around people or kids.
Yeah, it is very child friendly.
As long as you know your kid's okay with watching a fluffy, colorful llama getting slaughtered.
Well, you know, there is that. Clay, you been playing anything?
Yeah, I actually finished Ghost of Tsushima, which I started like a year ago when it came out. So it has taken me this long to beat it just because I haven't really been playing that much PS4.
Because of kids. I get it.
Yeah, and kids and Shadowlands basically. So I'm taking a break from WoW, so I started like just giving all my time to that game, and I finished it yesterday at 4 a.m. I think.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. So it's very very good game. I loved it. It's kind of Assassin's Creed, but I don't know. It just feels better because Assassin's Creed just I don't know. They all feel the same, and they are a bit stale right now. Like the side quests and stuff like that just feel like chores. And on this one, the music is great. The graphics, the place looks beautiful. Every side quest feels like a main quest, like kind of like it feels on The Witcher, where you start a side quest and the story of the side quest alone can they can make a movie out of that. It's just amazing storytelling. The combat is as good as they showed when they announced the game, which is rare, but it has amazing controls and it just feels great. It's a great game. Loved it.
I'd really like to play it. I just haven't.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a couple games I want. I just don't have the time to play right now.
And I don't know. I just have a soft spot for everything Japan. So you get to explore this Japan's island, right? And it looks amazing. They made it look so they made it look good, but kind of like real. They got a balance between realistic and magical, kind of, because there's they they implemented all these colors and this, and it's kind of like a mesh of seasons. So you go to one place and it's autumn. You go to another place and it's winter, and you go to this other section of the map and it's spring. So they use that to make it look beautiful everywhere. And I don't know, man. I just love that. I want to go to Japan even more now, even though it doesn't look like that at all. But I still want to go. And
I remember reading that like the developers made it a point to like send, film crews and audio crews to like the remote areas of Japan to so they could record what the air and the wind and like the birds sound like. So like the rain in the game is coming from, they sent, a microphone and set it out in Japan to record the rain, so it's authentic as can be. Like that's just crazy.
Yeah, it sounds like it, because usually when you're playing an open world game or an RPG, the background noises are all the same, and
Right.
on this one they sound different. It sounds original. Like I don't think there's a bird sound I heard on that game that I heard somewhere else. So everything is very original and very detailed. And I like that when I beat it, it's I can keep playing it, and I'm gonna keep playing it because I beat the story, but I still can liberate the island from the Mongols. So there's a bunch of camps and side quests I can do to free it 100%. And usually when you beat a an open world game, what they do is they just get you back in time to a point where you can just play around. But on this one, they implemented the extra hours you're gonna get into the game, into the story, because the story ends and the character continues to, like, the story continues of him trying to free the island completely. So it doesn't feel disconnected, because when I'm playing Assassin's Creed and I finish the final quest and they just bring me back to the point before I started that quest, it kind of doesn't feel connected to the rest of the story. But in
Yeah.
this one, they acknowledge it. They acknowledge why he's still in the island, why he's still doing quests and trying to free the island and stuff like that. And I like that. And I think that alone is gonna keep me playing it for at least a few more hours.
Yeah. That sounds really neat. Like I said, I've wanted to pick it up. I just haven't.
Yeah, it's just great. It's a great game.
But speaking of Japan, and I don't know if I've actually even really talked to you guys about this game, but I had started Yakuza 0, kind of bounced off of it, and I was looking for a new game. So I actually ended up picking up Yakuza Like a Dragon, which is the newest one. It's kind of their reboot, but not really a reboot of the Yakuza series.
Is that the one that's on modern day Japan?
Yes, it takes
Because the other one's like in the 80s, right?
Yakuza 0, I think, is the 80s, and then 1 through the rest, gradually go up. But Yakuza Like a Dragon takes place in 2019. But instead of being a brawler, it still has the brawler style, but it's a JRPG. So you're still brawling in the streets and fighting, but you're doing it turn based, which is really cool. It again, I will not say this is extremely child friendly, and it's kind of hard as a parent because there's been times where I sat here for 30 minutes watching cutscenes, but the story has really drug me in this time, and I'm really enjoying it. They also have a dubbed. I mean, you can turn on dubbed if you want, or subtitled, which is really nice because I tried dubbed and it wasn't bad. But what I liked about it was in English, the mouse actually moved to the English words. You switch it over to the Japanese, and they're speaking Japanese, and the mouse are actually moving. I'm preferring the subtitled. The Japanese voice actors, in my opinion, are just so much better, so much more emotional. And the story goes places. You start out as a new recruit in the Yakuza. I won't spoil anything, but early on, you take the fall for somebody, you go to prison for 18 years. When you show up, things have dramatically changed. You're trying to figure out, but this character's just he wants to make the world a better place. Like he's part of the Yakuza, but he's one of those, hey, his boss tells him to go take money from this person for selling pornography. He goes and takes the money, but gives it back to the people that gave this guy money because they got ripped off. Like he's one of them guys. It's just last night I watched a cutscene and it gives you that happiness, because this dude's just trying to make the world a better place. And Lord knows we need people like that.
Yeah, we need more Yakuza.
Yeah.
We need Yakuza everywhere.
So yeah, if you're interested, I mean, I definitely say give it a shot. It's really cool. The turn-based combat to a brawler is very interesting, and they implement it in a very good way.
It looks great.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, it's not the best with time management. So lately I've actually been I've been playing another game called Stellaris. But I've been playing a game called Stellaris, which if you guys haven't heard of it, it's a massive grand strategy game. I don't know. It's really fun to just send out a ship to survey a new system, build mining nodes. And it's one of those games you can literally hit the escape button at any freaking time and save it and exit. So it's just kind of hey, I've got 15 minutes. Let's just hop on and do that, because Yakuza, I get on, I could be staring at a cutscene for 15 minutes and I don't want to skip any of them, but it's like, okay, I need this to hurry up so I can save it because I need to go do a parent thing.
Is it kind of like Terraria?
Nah, I'm not sure. I've never played Terraria. So you'd have to look it up.
I'm looking it up right now, actually.
The way I would describe it, because the only game I've ever played like it would be like a massive Age of Empires. Like you're literally starting out in this little solar system with a star base. You can build new ships. You can build corvettes for military power. You can build science ships to go survey new systems, construction ships to go to the new system to build a new star base. And you're literally trying to expand your empire and gather resources to research. Yeah, I don't exactly know how to explain it without because I've only played 2 hours of it. I think it's just, like I said, been a nice, hey, I can go in, survey a system, build a star base, and hop out.
Yeah, so I was confusing Stellaris with a game called Starbound. That's okay. That's a lot like Terraria, but yeah, Stellaris is a completely different genre of game. Yeah, it's like a grand strategy kind of game, right?
Yeah. Like I said, I really like.
It looks very complicated.
Yeah, I'm very much doing the bare minimum of, hey, let's go survey this new system, send a construction ship out there to build a star base to expand my empire. I haven't got real into it, but I really like sci-fi, and I found it on Humble Bundle. I think it was $15 for the game plus 4 DLCs. So I was like, hey, why not? Other than that, I've played a little bit of PS4. I think I'm maybe 2 hours into Remnants from the Ashes, which is free on PS Plus, but it's Dark Souls with guns, basically.
Oh yeah,
and
I remember that one.
And it's not bad so far. Again, it's just been one of those. Yesterday, our daughter was playing really well, so I was like, hey, I'm gonna turn on my PlayStation because I'm out here, and I'll play 20 minutes of it.
Yeah. So that actually made me remember. I've been playing a game called Color Guardians, which is basically a runner, like a 3D runner game. One of those games where you run it from left side of the screen to right side of the screen.
Oh, yeah.
I've been playing that because I owned it. I got it like, I don't know, in 2015 or something like that. I got it because it's made by a Costa Rican studio.
Oh,
and I just wanted to support them. I didn't actually play it back then because I don't know, it's just like a very simple game, very child friendly. So one of these days, I actually had to uh, delete everything on my PS4 because the hard drive gave me an error. So or my daughter was asking me to. I did it again. So
You're bad at that.
yeah, I suck at that. So my daughter was asking me to put something on the PlayStation, right? And I had nothing, so I downloaded that one. And I know it's just very well made. It's very simple. Basically, you're running from left to right. There are three lines on which there are three lanes you can switch to, right? And you have three colors, which you change the color of your character, kind of like they look kind of like they were taken out of a Splatoon or something like that. So you change from yellow, blue, and red, and there are these paint orbs on the different lanes, which you have to be of the same color they are to actually get them. So you have to be changing around on colors to use a speed boost to get the orbs, to use, I don't know, shortcuts and stuff like that. You have to be of the color of said thing. And I mean, it's all right. My daughter loves it. Like, she all the time she asks me to put that on, and she laughs when there's color combos and stuff like that. So I've been playing that basically every day for at least 20 minutes a day, and it's very good. Like, it's, as I said, it's not something I would play by myself, but it's very well made, which, to be honest, I wasn't expecting to be that well made.
he says us Costa Ricans can't make games.
Yeah, I mean, I know there are some very good Costa Rican made games. I heard nothing of that one. I just downloaded because
So
and it turns
now
out it was great.
I'm curious. What are some Costa Rican made games?
Have you heard of this game called Phoenix Rising or Phoenix Fury? It's
Wait.
it's kind of like a Super Meat Boy kind of game. It was very popular when it came out. A lot of streamers were playing it, and that's completely Costa Rican made.
Wait, hold on. What was it?
Phoenix Rising. Is it Phoenix Rising? I don't remember. It's something.
Are you
Phoenix.
sure? I was gonna say that's
Isn't Phoenix Rising the Ubisoft game?
Yeah, I was gonna say Phoenix Rising, the one that I've been playing, Immortals.
Pretty sure that's not.
Yeah. I'm confusing it with the one you've been playing, just because I heard that one recently. It's called Phoenix Fury, is it? Well,
That's
I swear it's a good game. I just can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, good game. Just don't know what it's called.
All right, if you say so.
Wait. I'm gonna look it up.
I mean, I'm trying. Phoenix Fury is not a game.
Found
That's a professional women's bowling association.
Nice.
Okay, I'll look it up because I'm just probably misremembering the name.
Sure.
Clearly.
Sure.
Well, while you're looking that up, let's talk about a couple comics. Have you read Berserker yet, Clay?
Nope.
Are you going to read Berserker?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, I'll explain it a little bit. Do you know who Keanu Reeves is?
Yes.
Do you want to read a comic that he wrote?
Not really.
Okay, well then don't read it. It's basically if Keanu Reeves was Wolverine without the claws. I mean, that's literally what it is.
Okay.
The art, it's clearly Keanu Reeves in the comic, and he's basically immortal.
Oh, that's I like immortals type, immortals in comics and movies.
Yeah, but wouldn't you just read Wolverine?
I mean, yeah, I guess, but like,
it's okay. I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, I'm guessing this one is less comic booky. Like, is less dependent.
It's definitely you could see it being a panels for a movie or something. It's very action. He's in the military, being
Yeah, and it's very different if you want to read something about someone that's on the Marvel universe where everyone's superpowered. Or if you want to read something about a guy with some kind of power that just lives in the real world.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. It was okay. I got it just because, hey, I like Keanu Reeves. This is supposed to be a huge book because he's so popular. So I picked it up to try it. Ended up giving it to a friend because it was all right.
Hey, so the game is called Phoenix Rage. And Phoenix it's spelled with an F. So yeah, Phoenix Rage. It's I don't know. I'm guessing you've never heard of it.
Yeah, can't say I have.
I just remember it being
they
popular.
Didn't even spell Phoenix right.
It's on Steam, so
I see that.
We'll look at it.
Hey, it's only $15. Huh.
Well, we shall make a review of it in a week or so.
Yeah, I'd be
let's
all right
see.
with that.
Let's see if it lives up to the hype.
What hype?
You,
yeah, I was gonna say you got the personal little hype man.
Other than that, you guys want to hear about the Transformers Beast Wars comic?
Why not?
It's really good. I mean, have you seen Beast Wars?
Yes.
No? Okay. It's basically they're just redoing the show, adding one or two characters, but it's really good. The art style is kind of neat. It's the IDW art style. If you've seen any pictures of IDW Transformers, it looks like that. It's just Beast Wars. Literally, the first issue was showing Megatron leaving Cybertron, how they went back in the past, but in the future. Yeah, it's not bad. I'll definitely be picking up.
So it's not like a continuation. It's
they're starting it
a reboot.
Yes, and they may end up continuing it. I'm not actually sure what their plans are. I just know that for the 25th anniversary of Beast Wars, they decided to do this, and I'm digging it. I think there's 2 issues out right now. I've got them both digitally because I'm still doing Comixology, but I did pick them up physically too because, why not? I'm a nerd. Other than that,
you killed it. You brought out Transformers and you just killed it.
Hey, I could show them all of them.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, you gave me mad flack for Smite, 2 weeks in a row, but I'm pretty sure this is 7 weeks now where you've brought up Transformers every week.
Oh yeah, no, it's going to be an every week thing. Great. And Smite, I really need to get back to Smite.
Yeah, you
can't wait.
And what?
Can't wait for next week's Transformers discussion.
Hey, I mean, yeah, you guys are killing me, Smalls. But I know the Bethesda accusation with Microsoft finally went through, and with acquisition. There we go.
Okay, I was like, wait, what happened?
Did Bethesda did something to Microsoft?
The dude that speaks English as a second language just corrected me. Okay, acquisition of Bethesda finally went through, and with that, Microsoft has put 20 Bethesda games on Game Pass. Which, if you're a Game Pass subscriber and a fan of Bethesda, this is perfect for you.
I mean, that's really good.
I did look. I don't know all the games off the top of my head, but I know it was, Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim. I believe Elder Scrolls Online on Xbox is on Game Pass, but not for PC. Wolfenstein, The New Order, Wolfenstein Youngblood, Prey, which Prey is a game not many people have played, but is fantastic. I've played through it and I loved it. What else was on there? Some of the Dooms, Doom Eternal, but not Doom 2016, which is weird. Yeah, there's a ton of games on there. Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 76, Fallout 4. And I know after a couple days after they announced all those on Game Pass, they did also announce that there's going to be FPS boosts for most of them, which Lord knows Fallout 4 could use. But yeah, if you're a Bethesda fan and you've got Game Pass, I mean, why not? Microsoft's making it harder and harder these days to not have Game Pass. At least, even for PC. I tried it for PC because I got 3 months for $1. And that's how I played Yakuza 0. I mean, there's a ton of games on there. If you're like me and you want to play a lot of games but not pay $60 per game, even the $10 a month is worth it just to play those games.
Yeah, Sony needs to step up their game because that's a really good deal.
I'm starting to get really tired of all the subscription-based things though, because it's nice and all, but everyone has it now. Like Origin Pass. Now there's like the Game Pass through Microsoft. It's starting to turn into, like the streaming business all over again, where, when it first started, it was like, all you need is Netflix and you basically got everything. And now you have to have like Netflix, Hulu, Disney plus like 6 others now. And I have a sneaking suspicion that before the end of the next 4 or 5 years, we're going to have Steam Plus, where the only way to get games through Steam is to, pay their $20 a month subscription fee, and then you have unlimited access to all Steam games or something. I see it happening.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a problem only for PC gamers, because for console gamers it's great because they just get one.
For now it's only a problem, but just wait until all the developers like EA launches. Well, I mean, there's already Origin Pass, but just wait till they do something like that for the console. Where,
yeah, but I mean, Game Pass has EA access put in with it as well. So
for now, I'm just saying,
yeah,
I was gonna say, maybe by the next console that comes out, I see that being a trend where every single developer is going to have their own.
Well, I mean, just play on Sony because PS Now is awful, so you're not going to use it anyways.
Yeah, but I don't think Microsoft or Sony would let some other developer get a subscription on their consoles.
I mean, at the risk of losing, content, they probably would. I mean, look at all the streaming services. I mean, really, ABC launched their own. So if you want to watch some of the popular stuff that literally everyone had Netflix for, ABC was like, I'm going to launch my own streaming service and take the one show that everyone wants to watch and put it on there. So I could totally see I don't know. Whatever,
yeah, but for Netflix, you don't have to buy a Netflix box and use that and have Netflix give ABC permission for you to.
No, I know, but I'm not saying this is going to happen tonight. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing, it change and developers start releasing their own stuff.
I mean, and that's a possibility, but if you're worried about that at all, just play on Xbox because Microsoft's just going to buy all the developers. So I mean, they'll all be on Game Pass anyway.
True.
Now the subscription price might go up, but I mean, they just bought Bethesda. That's one of the biggest independent developers there was.
Yeah, Sony's just going to be Santa Monica Studios, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, because Sony just disbanded Japan Studios, so they don't even have them anymore. I mean,
there was a weird thing that happened.
Sony, I'm a Sony fan. I had a PS4. I love their exclusives, but they're definitely in a weird spot right now competing with Microsoft. I mean, because Microsoft's definitely hey, we don't care if you buy an Xbox or if you play on PC, just join our ecosystem. Here's Game Pass, play it wherever you want. Here's 150 games, whereas Sony.
I was gonna say, like, Microsoft has the it's like, what is Sony's main? I don't know these numbers. Like, what is Sony's like main revenue stream? Like with Microsoft, the Xbox is just like pure profit because I mean, the Xbox is like the least sold console out there. But
this generation, yes. Back,
this generation.
Xbox 360, they were selling them like hotcakes. I mean, PS3
but like
360.
Now but like between, I mean, they don't need console sales. Like Microsoft makes all their money off of like Windows sales and Office 365. Like they don't need the Xbox. Like every single person has like 2 or 3 Windows computers in their house at least.
Right. I mean,
so like I'm curious like what Sony's. I know that Sony has like Sony Entertainment, so they've got movies and stuff, but still.
Yeah, and I know they still make TVs, and I think they still do some sound stuff, but
I'm pretty sure the PlayStation is their main thing.
Yeah, and they need to do something. They need to buy up studios, or don't get me wrong. I think God of War, when it comes out, will sell. Horizon will probably sell. Their exclusives are still going to sell, but they don't have a bunch of exclusives.
Their exclusives aren't exclusive enough for me. Like, I haven't owned a PlayStation since the PlayStation 2. And they're like, I don't know. None of the exclusives are so epic to me that I have to buy one. Like,
oh man, you didn't play God of War.
Yeah. For me, it's the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a PlayStation because I love their exclusives. I think that they're being ahead on that for decades.
I don't know. Maybe it's because it's the style of game I like. Like Halo, I bought the Xbox 360 for Halo 3. Like that was literally the only like decision with that was like, ooh, I want the new Halo game. Got to go get the console, and like, that was basically it. And then Gears of War, like those kind like that was enough for me to buy it.
Yeah,
but that was the last thing they actually got, like the good thing they got.
Well, I would have to side with Fred on Halo and Gears of War are good. My biggest thing for Xbox 360, and the reason I tried to go to PS3 a couple times, was Fable. I am a huge Fable fan, and they keep talking about making Fable 4, and if that happens, there's a good chance I'm going to get it, maybe on PC, because again, Microsoft doesn't care if you buy an Xbox, just buy their games or subscribe.
I was gonna say most of the I haven't had a console since the Xbox 360. I've just been doing PC ever since. So as long as I have a PC, I'll be happy.
But I would also side with Clay and say I'll preach till I'm blue in the face. There's 3 exclusives I would recommend everybody play on PlayStation, which is God of War. That is a freaking masterpiece. Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Horizon. Horizon's a different game. I mean, it's definitely their attempt at something new, but I think all 4 of those games right there, I platinumed. Like, I got every single trophy because I just wanted to be in those worlds so much. So
I mean, I don't think Halo and Gears of War are relevant like right now.
Right now,
not now, but
especially because they shot themselves in the foot with Halo Infinite. But I mean, when it comes down to
it, when you're saying Horizon, you're Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yes.
That's not a Sony exclusive though.
I mean, it was.
It just came on PC.
Well,
for console, it
You're
is.
right.
That's my point. Like,
yeah,
I forgot it just came on PC. You're right.
Everything's on PC eventually.
Yeah.
Whether developers want it on PC or not, it ends up on PC eventually.
Well, that's true.
I just don't like this new trend of consoles buying these already, like these studios that already own a lot of good IP. because I prefer them making their own. Because I don't like, for example, I own a PlayStation and a PC, but I know a lot of people that only own a PlayStation or only own an Xbox, and I hate that. For example, if you have a PlayStation and you want to play the next Elder Scrolls, right now you're like, there's no guarantee for you that you will get to play that.
No,
I don't like I'm going to argue the opposite. And being like a PC gamer through and through, I hate when console or when, predominantly PC games are made to cater to the console players. Battlefield is a prime example. They screwed that game up from its like prime by catering to console players.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm saying. Sorry, Trey. That's not what I'm saying. Like, what I'm saying is I hate that previously widely available games that you could play on PC or on Xbox or on PlayStation are now going to be exclusive for one device only.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is literally what we just were talking about a minute ago. Because everyone's trying to make it. I mean, it's just like the video streaming services. Like, if you buy all the popular stuff. I mean, that's why Netflix was like winning everything. They had all the popular things like Office, Friends, How I Met Your Mother, the big bingey shows. So then like ABC came out and was like, I'm taking it back and we're going to open up our own. And then, Amazon started buying the rights to do stuff. I mean, that's why Amazon bought the rights to Lord of the Rings, one of the biggest grossing film industry ever. And the games are doing the exact same thing now.
Well, and back to the exclusives, it's the same thing with Microsoft buying Bethesda. They have announced that some of their upcoming games will be cross-platform, not cross-platform play, but on more than one platform because they've already got deals. But I mean, Elder Scrolls 6, I think maybe just started production. So, who knows? Is that going to be exclusive? My guess is, yeah, it's going to be exclusive. Microsoft's not going to buy up a studio like that and let one of their biggest games be on every platform.
At least the Bethesda Microsoft, merger makes sense because it's not like 343 Industries buying whoever made God of War like that. It's not that. It's those are the number one games on PC. My daughter's going crazy in the background.
She's just having a heck of a time.
She happy.
Hey.
But no, like at least it's I don't know. It would be like 343 Industries buying the Gears of War company because it's an exclusive basically already. Because I mean, but the Bethesda games.
But doesn't Microsoft already own 343 anyways?
Well, yes, they do. I just meant Microsoft buying Bethesda is not that big of a deal because all the games Bethesda made were predominantly PC anyway.
Man, I don't know. I've played all the Elder Scrolls on console. That's exclusively where I've played them, actually.
Yeah, but like the mod community, like Elder Scrolls or Skyrim, Morrowind, Oblivion, those are huge on the PC world because of the mods. Like that's a thing. There's a whole community that all they do is put up professional level mods for free for those games. So
yeah, they tried doing that on console, and it's just it doesn't not work. There.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
No, it'll be interesting, that's for sure. Because I'm a big Bethesda fan. Jank aside, Lord knows they all launch with jank, but Bethesda and Obsidian are now under the same roof. Obsidian did make Fallout New Vegas, which is, in my opinion, one of the best Fallout games. So it'll be kind of interesting to see if they team up for anything again. I don't know. I guess only the future will tell.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah. Other than that, the only other piece of news I got is Roblox. You can buy stock in Roblox now.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
This is another meme stock thing.
I don't know. I heard that. And I was like, okay. I feel like Fred probably already owns some.
Sounds like he would.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't know what Roblox is? The game?
You know what Roblox is? Really famous. I don't know why, because it.
Me either. I've never played it. but
I have no idea. I'm looking at this and
yeah,
It's a kids
so
game.
it's kind of a kids game.
Minecraft meets Legos meets Fortnite.
But
It's
you
kind of like
build your own
Minecraft.
games.
Yeah. It's kind of like Minecraft where kids go, but they don't play the basic game. They play these weird servers where other people have made different games based on Minecraft. It's kind of like that.
The news there is you can buy stock in it. I maybe don't. I don't. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money, and I'm definitely not one to preach about stocks. But yeah, maybe don't. It's Roblox. Like, how about you buy stock in Minecraft? I'm not sure.
Can you buy stock in Minecraft?
No, I don't think so. I think Roblox is one of the first games you can buy stock in. I'm not. Yep, that's my answer. I'm not sure, dude. I just heard the news and was baffled, so I thought we should bring it up to baffle the two people that watch this. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess my wife is baffled by this.
Yeah, I'm sure she is. I think that's all the news I got. You guys have anything else off the top of your head?
Yeah, not news, but I'm going to watch the last Lord of the Rings movie later today.
No, that is today. Huh?
Yeah, I went and watched the first two on IMAX, the last two Sundays, and today I'm going to watch the last one. And I don't know, they're great. I love it.
Yeah. This is random. Doesn't have to do with Lord of the Rings, but have you seen Winter Soldier and the Falcon yet?
No, I haven't. Have you?
No, I haven't. I've been wanting to watch it. I just
have
haven't.
I was meaning to watch it yesterday to speak about it today, but I didn't have time.
I actually feel bad for this show because it's coming out on the heels of WandaVision.
Yeah.
And WandaVision to me just hit in all the right ways that it's got a high bar to live up to.
Yeah. Like I don't feel as excited as I did for WandaVision because it just looks like a regular MCU kind of deal. Like it looks like another Captain America movie, and those aren't exactly my favorite because they are, I know, more run of the mill, straightforward Marvel story.
Yeah,
and it's like it looks kind of like an action movie, and I'm sure it's going to be great. But I'm not as excited to see it as I am, for example, for about watching Loki.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a movie that they're dragging out into a show.
Yeah,
from everything I've seen, it may be fantastic. I have no idea, but maybe next week we'll be able to talk on it. Well, I guess if we have nothing else, we'll just cut it short here. We don't have a tech talk with Fred this week. Like I said, it's been a bit of a lackluster week for the three of us between work and kids, and it's starting to get nice out, so kids want to play outside. And
yeah, we need Tim to tell us about everything he's been playing.
Yeah,
I hear is a lot of games, a lot of movies, and he has a lot of time,
a lot of weird VR movies. I think. I just won't go into details.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tim.
That.
So we'll pick it up next week. Hopefully we'll have a normal episode, a little bit more to talk about. Hopefully we'll have all four of us, all that good stuff. And if you have any talking points or questions, something for Fred to talk about during Tech Talk or anything, please give us an email at intothefatherverse@gmail.com. Again, please like our Facebook page, Into the Fatherverse. If you could share some of our posts, our videos on Facebook, help us get this out there. It helps us a lot. And subscribe to our YouTube so you know when new episodes come up. We try to get them up on Mondays or Tuesdays around there. Again, with being four busy dads, it just depends on everybody's schedule. Other than that, you guys have a good rest of the weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Okay.
Deuces.